Hello and welcome to the digital workshop from GISC. I am G. Chakraborty from the Team Digital Transformations GISC, and we will be doing here the module 3 of our training program, that is value addition with smart board. Right? Now, first let us look at the history of the boards. Now, if we see how many type of boards are there, right? If we focus on that, we will see that smart and interactive boards have been discovered a long time ago, right? Now, as you can see, in just beside me there is a smart board. But the thing is, before this particular smart board came to the market, there were 3 more designs that came to the market, right? Now, previously, around 10 years ago, right, the smart boards came to the market of India for the first time. Now, at that time, there used to be normal white boards with a catcher, right, connected to a laptop. Now, this catcher was supposed to make the screen alive, okay, and the whole operation has been done using the software from the laptop. Right? That was the first generation of smart boards, that is interactive boards, which was available in India and was basically used in different schools, right, good schools. Okay. Now, after that, the second generation came, and the second generation boards are actually flat panels, right? Now, this is also a flat panel, but that panel and this panel is little different. Okay. Now, that particular panel is not alive like this. It looks like a smart board, okay, but it has what I can say sensor throughout the background of the screen, and it can operate with laptop only because it itself doesn't have a memory, right? A USB connection is there with the laptop. Again, the software is installed in the laptop and the board operates, right? Now, that was the second generation of boards. Now, this is the third generation of boards that we can see here, okay? This particular board actually comes from a company called NeoTouch. We have got different boards coming from Samsung also. Now, what is the difference between the first, second and third generation boards, right? First generation board was simply a whiteboard with which on which we can write with a marker. Okay. Second generation board was little bit more what I can say better, right? It was better in terms of quality compared to the first generation, but not that much improved. It cannot operate without laptop. But third generation board, I mean these boards, right? These are very much effective. As you can see, it is just like a TV. Okay, it is an LED flat panel and it has got multiple features, right? So today here in this session, we are going to explain each and every feature that is present in this board that you can use in front of your students in a digital classroom. Okay, so let us start our journey. As we can see, this particular board, right? If you look at the board, you will see there are 3 tabs. Okay, the time is there and there are 3 tabs. Now, this first tab is for writing, the second tab is for the apps that are stored here, you can use the internet using that, and the third tab is the file manager. Okay, so first we are going to focus on the writing part, since our basic work, right, our basic job is writing in the class, right? We can do different derivations and all. Okay, so whatever we can do, we will see the first particular tab, which is S1. So let us go for this tab. Now, as you can see, when I clicked on that particular tab, one new screen has opened, right? Now here, one unique feature of this particular board is that we can use the 10 fingers that we have got, okay, for writing purpose. We can directly write with our fingers. In some boards, we can write with pen only, right? Basically, the surface area of the tip of our finger is evaluated by this particular screens, okay, which helps us to write, okay? So let us see how we can write. Now, in this particular board, I am writing GIS College of Engineering. Okay. Now, as you can see how much visible it is that. Now, if you want to highlight this particular thing, what we can do, we can change the color, right? Now, many people will be there who doesn't like the black screen at the background. You may like the front screen, okay? So what I am doing, I am telling about all the features that we got here, okay? So first you can see there is a 3 line that we can see here. These 3 lines, as you can see, if I click on this particular line, you can see one menu comes up, okay? Now the first option is quit. Now if I press on quit, directly we will get out of this particular screen. If I press on share through email, whatever document you have been writing, whatever document you are making in the class, that particular thing will be shared to you through the email, and directly if you want your students to get it through web, then you can use this option, that is share through QR code. Okay, so these three options we will get whenever we are clicking on this particular three lines, right? Now if we click on the second thing, it is the arrow. It is the hide toolbar option. Whenever we are clicking on that, the toolbar is hidden, and whenever we are clicking it off, then the toolbar is shown again. Okay. After that is a very recognizable save option, right? So save option we can use to save the document that we have written. You can see multiple things have come up. Input name it is asking for. We can write a suitable name here, right? The keyboard has come up whenever I have touched it. Okay. So we can give a suitable name to our file. Then what we can do? There are different options are coming. What the options are there? File saved locally, file saved on USB flash disk, right? As you can see, I have a USB flash connected here. Okay. So I can save here. Right, for my personalization. Also I can save in this particular board. Okay, so file save locally means this particular board comes with 8 GB memory, so it will be saved there, or you can save on the USB disk that you people are having, right? After that, what we are having save current page, save all pages. Now as you can see, I will show you gradually that how the pages have to be scrolled, right? Then we will get into these details. And other two options are there: save as PNG means image, and save as PDF. Okay, so we can do whatever we people are wanting to, right? So after this, if we move to the third option, if I click on this particular thing, you can see background setting. Now background color can be changed as per your choice. Okay, background color can be changed as per your choice, right? Now one important feature is there. You can see one arrow is there. Some more backgrounds are there. If you want this sort of backgrounds, right, for some particular purpose, you can use that. And if you want this particular lines for small babies, you can use this also, right? Music notes also background is available. Now one important feature is that suppose I am a teacher of anatomy, right? Or I want to show the skeleton. Okay, now it is not possible for me to draw the whole skeleton here. It is not possible. I am saying skeleton because this video is supposed for medical college, right? Now if we are going for engineering, it may happen that you want to draw some circuits, or you want to draw a diagram, or you want to make a derivation, right? So whatever diagrams or circuits or pictures we people are having, what we can do, we can import the picture directly, and then we can annotate on that particular picture to show that this particular part is, this is the lower limb, this is upper limb, this is brain, this is heart. We can do that. Okay, so this is very important for us. What we need to do, we need to click on this particular image option, right? Now as you can see, whenever I have clicked on image, it is asking from where you want to import the picture, right? Okay, so I am having my USB flash drive with me. So let us take one image, say this one. Now see, my background has come up. Now what I can do, I am deleting the previous image that I am having. This is very interesting. What I can do, I can write it down. Okay, this particular thing is a laptop. Okay, or this particular thing is a tab. We can show this is a copy, this is the house. So as you can see, you can import whatever picture you want to import, and then you can show it. It will be very easy for you, because you don't need to waste your time in drawing the picture. Rather, directly import the picture and then write on it, and then you will get your desirable thing, right? Okay, so this was the first option, as you people can see. Now let us go to the home screen, the normal screen. I like this one, right? And let us clear whatever we people have written. Okay, now this was the first. If we go to the second tab, what we people are having, it is a thin pen and the thick pen. We can change the pen size here, right? Let us say I am taking yellow. Okay, now if I take this particular option, you can see the thickness. If we go one by one, you will see different type of lines will be there. Okay, and if you go for the thick pen, then this is another thing, right? So thick and thin, the size depends entirely on us, whatever we want to take. Okay, so this was all about the thick pen and the thin pen setting, right? Now let us go back again to our home screen. Two options are over. Let us move to the third option. If we press on the third option, this is something called the ink pen. Okay, Now this particular option is basically similar to the second option, because second option is meant for thickness and third option is meant for writing. Okay, let us rub it out. Fourth option, this is a very important option that we people are having. Okay, if you want to write with single finger, then you will write like this. Let us change the color first. So if you want to write with one single finger, you can see I am writing my name, right? My name is almost similar to my college name, right? I am writing it here. Now, if you want to use multiple persons to write, suppose you want to be the virus of 3 idiots. You can see that virus can write with both hands. If you want to write with multiple fingers, or if you want to write with both hands, or if you want two students to stand together here to do some board work, and those two will write together on two different dates, you can do that. How? I will show you. You have to press here. You can see one full hand finger is coming, and we can write like this. We can use all our 5 fingers to write. Actually 10 fingers can write together. Okay, 10 persons can write together with 10 fingers in this particular thing, as you can see, right? So this was the fourth option. Is very important whenever you are doing multiple say multitasking, or whenever you are asking your students to come up here and to write something or to do something. Okay, so this was the fourth option. Let us go for the fifth option. As you can see, it looks like a menu bar, and whenever you are clicking on that, it will show post-it note, cover, import picture and split screen writing. Now post-it note is nothing but writing something in between from somewhere else. Cover, if we click on cover, we have no cover here basically, right? Import picture option we have already seen, and split screen writing, this is very important, right? If you want to split your screen into two, you can see 2 pages are here. Okay, let us one second. Let us take a clear background, then you can see it better. Okay, and let us change the pen color also, right? Let it be blue, and split screen, we are splitting into 2. You can see 2 different screens are coming up. So one student can write here and another student can write here. Okay. Also, one more important thing is that suppose you are making a numerical, okay, a long derivation you are doing. So first you can complete this page, then you can complete to the second page. Then whenever your students are writing this one, you can rub this one and you can go for the third page, right? So this option is also very much beneficial to us. Okay. After this, we can not only split into 2, we can split into 3 also. See, it will become 3, right? This option is also available. So let us go back to our home page, and what we are having next. What is this particular thing? This is the zoom in, zoom out option, right? We can directly zoom in. Let us write something before zooming in. Okay. Now we can directly zoom in and zoom out. As you can see, it is getting bigger, right? Now this can be deleted, or it can be copied, right? Using this particular tab, right? This can be deleted also, and it can be copied also. Okay. Now we can zoom it out. As you can see, 200% we have zoom, and you can zoom in, zoom out. Both options you can do. You can make it shrink, you can make it bigger. Okay, just by dragging with 2 fingers, keeping 2 fingers and dragging it out. Right? Okay, as simple as that. Now, after this, we are having the back option. So whatever undo and redo are these 2 things. Undo and redo, as you people can see. And one more important thing is there, that is delete. If we want to delete directly, we can do it. Our whole screen will be cleared. Now 2 questions, as you can see that I have covered almost the whole of it. Now 2 questions will come up. I know that. Number 1 is how to rub the writing that I have written. Number 2 is how to get a new page. Okay. So how to get a new page? You can see one plus sign is there. You will get new page. It is 2 by 2, right? Then it is 3 by 2. Okay. Or what we can do? We can just drag it out, right? We can just drag the page, or we can just click on this particular things, right? and you can go to your previous page. Suppose this is the first page. Here I am writing A. One second. Yes. Here I am writing A. Okay. In the second page, I am writing B. In the third page, I am writing C. In the fourth page, I am writing D. In the fifth, I am writing E. And in the final one, I am writing F. Okay. Now you can go to all the consequent pages. As you can see, first page A, then B, then C, then D, then E, then F. Right? Okay. So this was the new page, previous page, and the next page option. And how to rub, this is very important. Just keep your hand like this. The eraser will be shown. As you can see, the eraser is showing, and you can rub the things accordingly. You can see this is the eraser just following my hand. Okay, you can rub the things like that. 1 second. Rub it like this. As simple as that. If you want to clear it out, directly clear it out. Okay, so this was the S write option that we people are having. Now we have come back to the home screen to see some more features. Okay. Okay, so we people have seen the first option, that is the S write option, right? Now what we can do, we can move to this particular tabs, but before that there is a small key, as you people can see here, right? One small arrow you can see here. Okay, now if we click on this particular arrow, what we are getting? We are getting these options. Okay, you can see by our normal knowledge we know what this option means, because this board runs on Android 9, right? So basically we can see that first one is setting. If we click on setting, multiple options are coming, as you people can see. The first one is nothing but the internet connection. Now this particular board has ability to run on LAN connection, WLAN is there, then Ethernet, right? WLAN is nothing but Wi-Fi. Then LAN connection, and then hotspot. It can run on all this. You can see whatever options are available here, it is showing here, right? If we go to the next one, it is a timer zone, time settings. Now as you can see that at this moment I guess it is around 1 PM, but it is showing 8 PM, right? So timer is wrong. Now we can adjust the timer as per our need. Okay, I am not doing that right now, but we can do it. Automatically determined time zone is not active, that's why the time is wrong here. Okay, if we go to the third one, it is system settings. Just like on mobile, we can see wallpaper, screensaver, no signal background, day left, change password, this sort of things are there. The very simple thing is how to change the wallpaper. Simply click on wallpaper, click on the drive from which you want to take the wallpaper, and see the wallpaper will be changed. See, wallpaper has changed. As simple as that. Okay, right? Now then restore factory settings are there, auto check update, whatever your mobile options are there, that things is present here also, because it runs on Android, right? It is just like a big phone, a big tab. Okay. Now this is a lock control. Please don't use this particular controls, because what will happen once you lock the board, their vendors are available in Bangalore, they have to come back from Bangalore, right? And they have to unlock it. Okay, so it's better not to use the lock option, but you can lock it just like you are locking your phone. And this is the power option, right? If you can just set the timer and you can make it off, but actually it is of no use. And this is the about phone or the about device option. You can see the total whatever number of space is allotted, and what is the screen size, what is the resolution, Android version, etc, etc. All things are written there. Device name is also written there. Okay, so this was all about the first tab that we people are having, right? Let us go to the second tab that looks like computer. See, what is this particular thing? This is nothing but the sources. Okay, now VGA port is available, AV available, YPBPR is available, OPS, DP, you can see HDMI 1, 2, 3 are available. Means you can connect, this board has got multiple connectivity options. You can connect it via VGA cable, you can connect it via HDMI cable, you can connect it via AVI cable also, right? So you can connect it using anything, and whatever source you are using, you have to make this on, otherwise that particular source will not match with this particular device, right? And one more thing is there, very important information is there. One specially designed cable comes with this particular board. Whenever you are using laptop, you need to connect that cable with the laptop. Okay, otherwise what will happen, if that cable is not connected, then whatever you are writing here will not be saved in the laptop. Okay, so in order to make the matching of those two devices, the laptop and this particular board, you have to connect that cable. Okay, right? This was the second option. Now let us go to the third option. What is the third option? 3 lines. Now as you can see, this particular option is coming up here. This particular option has screenshots, spotlight, calculator, countdown, lock, vote and clean. Okay, if you press on the screenshot, it will allow you to take a screenshot. Now what images we are getting here, if I want to take it, right, press on right side and the screenshot is taken. Okay, now if you want to see the screenshot, it is right here. As simple as that. Okay, let us go back. Now again we have spotlight. What is spotlight? You want to show a single thing. I want to show file manager only, right? I want to show this icon. I want to show this icon. Whatever you want to show, you can show it using the spotlight. You can see on stage the spotlight follows the anchor or the spotlight follows the performer, right? So this spotlight is just like that. Okay. Next we have calculator. It's very easy. We can use the calculator, but I think you will prefer using your mobile calculator rather, right? But calculator function I am not showing. It is too late to show. Okay. Next we are having countdown. So timer, just like stopwatch, you can use the timer here. You can lock it out. You can vote it out. Now vote is nothing but giving a feedback of the board to the maker. Okay. And clean is nothing but whatever clean systems are available. It is just that. So let us go to the desktop screen. And the fourth option is nothing but this particular thing. If we click on that, it will show the recent items menu. Okay. Now as on mobile, one option will be clear all. Right, in mobile it comes downward. Here it is upward. If we click on clear all the recent tabs will be cleared. Okay. Then we have the home button. Now what the home button means? If we are here and this is the file manager. If we want to go to the home screen, just press the home button. Right. If you are stuck anywhere, suppose we are stuck here on the board, okay, but I want to go off, simply I'll click on the home button and it will redirect back to the home page. Okay. Next what we are having, let's see, we are having this back button. Okay, and one more very important option is there. Suppose you want to write directly here, you have to use this sixth one. Okay. If you want to write anything, suppose I want to highlight this thing. Let us make it a little bit thin. Suppose I want to highlight this particular tab. Okay, then we can do that using the last option, this one. Okay, I can highlight this one also. Right, this button we can use. Okay, now let us go to the home button to escape it. Okay, so this is all about the menu screen. Now this menu screen is present on both sides. It is present on right side. Same thing is here on left side also. So either side you can take for using this particular screen. Okay. Now what we people are having, our first option is gone and we are left over with two options. Okay. Let's delete it out. Let's clean it out. Right. This option is done. Now we will do this one and this one. Right. You can annotate it like this. Now what we are going to do, let us see the second option. If I click here, sorry, I need to put this particular thing off. Cancel. Right. Let us click here. If we click, we can see multiple things are coming. Right. What these things are? We are having browser, we are having mail, we are having system update. WPS projector is for the PDFs, the PPTs and Word files that you want to run here. Search option is there. E-screen server is there. File option is there. And different other options are also there. Okay. Now this is Android. Again I am saying, and Android comes with the app-based application. So you can download any app from the Play Store and you can use that particular app here. Okay. Screen share option is also there. Right. So this was about the second tab. Let us go to the last and final tab. Okay. Now this is nothing but our file manager. As you can see, the file manager has all picture, music, video, whatever things are present normally in mobile, those things are present here in this particular board. Right. Now if we go for the picture, see whatever pictures are present here, that things are showing here. Right. So I know about this folder, so I am opening this folder. You can see different pictures are present. Let us double click on one picture. See, this is the picture, right? This is the form of rotating the picture, right? You can rotate it like this. If there is a video, you can just press it and the next picture will show. Okay, see, this is nothing but slideshow. One by one, whatever pictures are present here, those pictures are coming one by one, right? This was just I set it up for the home screen. Okay, so let us escape it out and go to the file manager again. So pictures, you people have seen that yes, pictures can be done, right? Now let us go for video. Music also you can play here. Let us go for video. Let us see what we people are having. Okay, let us play one video. Now this is a very famous video of a famous person. I will not show you right here, right? I am just showing you that yes, video can be played. Okay. Let's move back from here because you will see it somewhere else. Right? And what about PPTs? Let us find the search for one PPT and show how PPTs look here. Okay. So as you people can see, this is a PPT of module 3, right? My module only. And let us play this particular PPT and see how a PPT looks here. Okay. I already told you that WPS Projector is the app that we use for showing PPTs, and my PPT is right here. Now you can do autoplay or you can do custom play, right? Now custom play means we can take one particular slide and we can explain that and we can go to the next slide. So first I am just pressing on autoplay. As you can see, one by one, it is basically slideshow, right? Normal slideshow. One by one the slides will come up and you will see the screen is coming. See, 5-second timer I have given. So this particular screen will come like that. Okay. Let us go back from here and let us see what is custom, right? How custom play works. Now, suppose I am explaining, okay, fine, this is the module 3 organizational design and all, and just press it out, and we people will be seeing the next particular screen. Okay. So this is the second screen. If I press out again, this is the third screen. If you press again, this is the fourth screen, right? Now, do you know what the beauty of this particular presentation using this board is? You can annotate directly here using this particular screen. Suppose I want to highlight, yes, this is the preparation phase. You can take a PPT, okay, your class PPT, right, your note PPT you can take here and directly you can show it whatever we people are doing in Zoom, right, annotate, right, you can do that. This is the introduction part and this is the screen that I want to discuss with you, and this is the review phase and this is the exchange phase, okay. We can do this particular things as you can see, right. So this was all about the board that we people are having here from NeoTouch. Same board is available with us also for Samsung, right. So here I have explained the basic features of this particular board. Now basically see, online is not the way to learn everything, right. If you want to explore this particular board, you have to use it by yourself, otherwise what will happen? Today I have said, after 2 hours you will forget it. Same thing happens for me also. If you use the board, then only you will be familiar with it, right. So let us take a board and you just go through the features, and if there is any question, right, you are most welcome. So we will take the questions after this, right. So thank you so much. This is G. Chakraborty from Team Digital Transformations JSC, over and out.